Peace, love, and light, everybody. I'm using these earphones because I guess it helps cancel out the background noise, and I guess being close to the street, y'all can hear everything. I'll be playing back the videos once in a while and like, wow. So, this might be a long one. Today I come to you with a message from my answered Corey prayer, to my ancestors, to the moon, to myself, my higher self, to the creator, and I was answered. And I usually don't talk, like it's written, you're not supposed to speak on, you know, like how when they say make a wish at your birthday, and like you're not supposed to tell anybody. Like, it's just, the bottom line is, like, don't boast about it. Like, it can be taken away just as, but if it's not from the ego and it's, like, seriously, like, it's about, my prayer was about the collective. So I basically asked, I said, you know, in this time of people forcing spirituality because it's become, it's become a fad, just like liking a sports team, or I don't know, like liking a music group or anything. It's like it's a fad, or you know, it's a fad. You know, it's like a fashion fad. You know, and channeling is one of the things that I worry people will force themselves into. And if you are, I mean, it's a God-given gift. This is what our brains are, a finely tuned radio when balanced correctly. And if you can learn how to turn the frequencies on and off, change the frequencies with your vibrational thoughts, then yeah, you can channel your ass off. But what I worry for is the people that are going to force it, and they don't have a very strong cord faith system with the higher consciousness, with the creator, with God, with whatever they pray to about love and service to. Like, that's what it's about. Because if you're not sure on that, these entities are smart. They're gonna know, okay, I'll get into, because this is the message that I got back from my higher self. So for myself, like, I am called a pre-incarnate, all right? So that, you know, then so I am DNA line of the 7th density complex. Like, I'm able to portal through thoughts, through time, through thoughts, through others' thoughts. Like, I can, like, my magic comes from, like, the mind, baby. Doesn't it all, right? But it's the frequency that I'm tuned to that can put me in a trance state whenever I would like. I call this frequency trance. Okay, coin that, frequency trance, right? Since my thought patterns are, I already told you guys that. So it's like a telepathy trance. So basically, like, the trance is like when I ask a question and I'm in that vibration. Like, first I'm getting, like, I'll tell you guys the methods that channelers use, but getting in that vibration, like, I just ask at this point, and you know, the telepathy is the answer. And of course there was a time where I thought I was going insane. So what do you think? I got rid of all my subconscious programming and had an ego death. This has been a mission for a very long time. So I want to go ahead and channel this message, and give me 1 second. Let's tell you what my guardian said. Yeah, I just, like, feel so down today. I just feel so, like, the collective is just, like, I just feel sad. It's real rady. Like, my dog is just laying around, like, I didn't sleep well last night. It was just like so terrible. Yeah, so real quick on the pre-incarnates, like we're born ready to be tuned, and until the tuning is complete, the beings, you know, the spirit takes, our spirit takes care of us, of the body, of the mind, with synchronicity and discernment, and just like a protection. So because before we channel, where we're really like, before like I remembered who I was, like as a natural channeler, I didn't even know what was happening. I was bringing through like oh my God, I was bringing through some nasty stuff, like the nastiest, greediest demons, like whatever I was vibrating at, I was bringing these deities in. And oh my God, what saved me was starting to vibrate like how John the Baptist and like the Essenes, and like how Christ, like love, healing, because I had to heal myself, and it was like I had to heal the mind, and it was like, oh, thank you, God, because now I can channel, you know. And then that's when I started to go deeper and deeper, and my remembrance, as I started to open my throat chakra, my heart, balance myself, like eat right. That's when that that tuning like became like so finely tuned that I'm like, okay, like I literally was asking the right questions, like who am I speaking to, you know, like, I mean, that's a whole nother story. So anyway, let's go through this channeled message because it's a long one. So let's call this the channeling method. All right. So remember, my concern is people are going to start to try to force a frequency. Okay. We cannot offer any conditioning to any consciousness. We can only offer our learn, teach. The rest is the mind's job to deal with transmitting limitations. So if you have transmitting limitations, you're a natural channeler, as they say we all are, but whatever, if you're a channeler, then you have to deal with these limitations, and I've walked you through it in a few videos. The conditioning some have used in the past to bring our frequency through was an involuntary movement of a part of the vocal cords, mouth, lip, and jaw, or some other physiological sensation with the approach of the contact. Okay, so all right, since this method has become what you call a phenomenon in the spiritual world, I would like to make a comment on the conditioning vibration. Many who serve as mind portals feel that they recognize the entities who speak through them by the conditioning vibration, and ask for no other identification to be sure they are tuning in to whom they think they are tuning into, like who they are channeling, letting in that front door. We have found that this is not a good method because false, or what you call harmful, entities of the same relative vibration, they could be on the same relative vibration, but only for a short period of time. They cannot hold it like we can. Okay, but it just means that they can get through still. Okay, will feel just like the familiar positive entity to the one serving as the radio station, the channeler, right? When the disagreeable entity wishes to call itself by another name and mimic the agreeable entity as a process to trick the channeler and deterring the work done by the group giving and receiving information. So the group is like for the seventh density memory complex, it's all us, one, we. So it's like you'll be asking them what their name. I'm like, what do label? Why are you humans so obsessed with labels? I don't have a name. Call me whatever you want. So annoying. Like us, all of us, like the light, you know, whatever, you know. You'll pick one, but you talk to one of us, you're talking to all of us, you know. So with this process, this means any entity may come through if dialed into the frequency. Methods to ensure you channel the correct entity. Okay? Some things, if you're going to try to channel, what you can do beforehand. Or if you're just a natural channeler, what you can do to keep a high vibration, so you have only high vibrational entities and have a serious relationship with the higher power, like the highest of the high, and your ancestors. So dancing, breathe, praying, chanting, telling jokes, or thinking of a holy story dear to your heart. I like John the Baptist, Elijah, I like David, you know, like I like any comeback story. I like hero stories, villain stories, but I like any comeback of the heart story, you know. Like I like David because he's a man after God's heart, you know. So doing this challenges the contact. So it challenges the entity. Refine the desires to serve others and put the thought in front of the mind and fill the heart. So your desire is to serve others. Keep that in your forefront. Always. This is why it's important for channelers. Always. Highest vibration, highest thought, love. Accomplish by tuning self to the method that serves the creator, the one unified source of seeking. Then when the channeler feels the entities that wish to channel through it are present, the challenge is mentally given. Again, in whatever way that feels appropriate. In whatever way the channeler can get behind the true light with every fiber of its being. Like, any way you have to do that, okay? Demand to know if the entity wanting to come through comes in the name of whatever principle, like you, the channeler, feels is the highest and best in its own life. One may challenge by wishing to speak in the name of who you like, Yeshua Christ, John the Baptist, Saint Germain, the Christ consciousness, the positive polarity. That's a great one. I'm glad you said that. Service to others, or in the name of one of the archangels. If you're a Blu-ray Archangel Michael is our go-to guy with the blue light. Hang on. Or girl. Whatever centers or represents around one's life, that for which the channeler would gladly live or die for. Okay? So, you're going to live for love? You're going to die for love? Service to others, meaning service to the Most High. Accomplish your mission. So this forms a wall of light which the entity of negative or disagreeable polarity has as much trouble passing through as you and I would discover with like a cement or brick wall. Some won't answer, but they will barter, offering service in their own way. Well, I can give you this, and I can give you money, and service is what you ask for. And then they mimic only long enough to give the false message or information. So you can always tell that people are like in some negative shit if they're like giving times, dates of cataclysms, of events on earth, that never turn out to be correct, like incorrect predictions, predictions at all, because you create as you go. This is where they would lose credibility for me, like, period. So this is the end of the message, I think. Hang on. Yes, that's the end of his message. So he ended it with, they would discover with a cement wall. They won't answer. They will barter. They will mimic, like the dates, blah blah blah. I said or predictions. I said this is where it would be lose credibility for me. I'm like, no. First of all, I would feel I would know at this point, but we're talking about the people that are just starting off. If they're gonna do this, I wish you wouldn't. Like, don't, you know, like you see people like that Daryl Sanka, he's Bashar, for me, he's channeling. The reason I know is because the materials and the things he speaks on, the way that he can interpret the information, not just read it. Anybody can read a damn book, but it's how the material is interpreted, and like how he interprets. He can give scenarios, parables, like analogies, like anything you want. Like, so, oh, this is what I was gonna tell you guys to do if you were gonna, like, these are some ways that some people, I guess, get into channeling. So a trance state can happen naturally, or it can be taught, right? So mine happens naturally. There it is. Grounding, breathing, being in the present moment. So like guided meditations on techniques like focus on awareness and intention setting. So some people will listen to like trance, like music, like audio that will like, I guess they call it guided meditation, to focus on your awareness and intention setting. Like, where are you trying to go? What are you trying to channel? For what? Like, what do you need? What are you trying to do here? What do you need? Because celebrities are emotional prostitutes. They're channelers. They're just channeling entities that make them money. You know, that make Chris Brown look like he can jump like a damn fucking spider. So, play the guitar like that. Oh, fuck it. So, changing your vibration. Okay, so you see what is. All right. Remember yesterday, I think my guardian spoke about embodying, like visualization of happiness, directing and amplifying the flow of energy is visualization. So if you can visualize joy, happy, good, love, light, unity consciousness, you know, what it would look like to all be together in one large faction, like nobody even saying anything, just knowing what it is, everybody's staying in their own lane, you know, none of this personality issue shit, no ego, just everybody living in their spirit selves. Like, woof, imagine where that'll take you. A while ago, somebody, when we were talking about to form a wall of light. Okay, a Merkaba. I call this a Merkaba light vehicle. When you get to, I never knew what it meant either, like 15 years ago, I had my head up my ass. I was like, it's a light vehicle. Yeah, but for what? And then, like, I started to become more finely tuned and, like, started listening to Ashiana Diane, and she talked about the Mahara seal or something. And it just made sense to me, like, her method. But I have my own method. I'm gonna tell you guys about that in one sec. That's why I'm telling you about this. So basically, There's so many names for this protection. We should do a video on how to activate it, but I'll go through like a real quick one real quick. So this is protection in the name of, when you do this, you say like, I am protected in the name of, only love and light can pass through this seal, through this vehicle. If I do not like where I am jumping in my light vehicle and traveling out of here. Okay, so first you want to visualize your body surrounded with warm, illuminating, and indigo blue light. All right, glowing, while focusing on sending it around your body. So now you're envisioning this light. It's going all around your body, from your feet, around your head, your crown, all the way back around in a full circle, because nothing's linear. It's all going in a circle, and it's just vibrating around you, right? And now you're just going to like envision yourself being stuck to that light like a seal. Okay. So this method has been known to portal people and protect people. Okay. Do both. So maybe we'll do a video on the Merkaba light vehicle. Ooh, maybe that'll be the next one. So basically that was my message. It was more of like, a concern of mine. Please don't force any spiritual frequency. You are right where you're right where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be somewhere else. Like, use the tools you have around you, like a survivor would. What is around you? What are you supposed to learn around you? Everybody's like, I have a deeper meaning. I have a bigger, like, no, what's the meaning of this right in front of you first? Like, figure this out first before you start getting into all these spiritual practices of channeling deities and entities that you ain't ready for. Because they're coming, and I feel bad if you're a pre-incarnate like me, or a natural channeler, like an actually open radio, like you get all the stations, you know. So you gotta be so, like, when he says get behind he says that entity has to get behind whatever higher power, whatever, like, keeps, whatever they would live and die for, get behind that with all your being. When I have had entities try to come through, I had one I call the Watcher come through. Yo, 2 days straight, I couldn't sleep. Finally, I sat up. I said, in the name of Christ consciousness, in the name of the Creator, in the name of God, leave my body. You are not welcome here. Only light lives here. Like, whoa, dude. I mean, I don't blame them for trying to come through. Everybody wants to be in a body. Every spirit, I mean, unless you're like me and you can't wait to not be in the body and just be spirit, but most people are spirits for a very long time, and they're just like, dude, I gotta jump in a body. And an open channel, like, it's just a station in range. Like, wouldn't you jump for that song to be #1 on the radio? All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my message. Stay peace, stay love, stay light. And I'm so sorry it was very long. It was an important one, and I hope it got through. Next video, Merkaba protection light vehicle activation. Merkaba portal light activation. I like that one too. All right, stay peace, stay love, stay light.